Hello everyone. My presentation on the leader is about Vladimir Putin. He is world known as Russian president. Many of you I'm sure heard of him, and when you hear his name, you think about it, you think of power, or maybe man of his word, or maybe military. Putin didn't buy his reputation where he wasn't just granted all that power and knowledge. He was working hard and never stopped working. Even before he was a president, a lot of people that worked with him knew his way of leading and way of working, and they always trusted him as a leader. Putin's very determined and effective leader. He has been in control of Russia for over 16 years and has not let the country down. Even now, during the Russian ruble crash and the whole instability in the economy, a lot of people, actually over 100,000 million Russian people, still trust him and still wait for Putin to bring the economy back to norm. Putin promises his people that Russia will not fall and it will not default. Putin has created a strong economy. When he first became a president, Russia was in really bankrupt state, owing a lot more money to IMF than it had in foreign currency reserves. But over a few years, while Putin was a president, the Russia economy came back on its feet. Throughout his presidency, Putin showed the people that he can lead the way and lead the country. And over a few years, people start trusting him because he did what he promised. Former US intelligence officer Rumor says that Russia's shrinking economy and defense budget that is a fraction of that US is. The Russian leader has done rather well for what it is. Also, John Kerry said the Putin intelligence strategist Russia played a constructive role in Syria and Iran. In recent years, despite all the rumors from leaders from other countries, Putin continued to serve his country and continued his mission to Eurasian Economic Union, economics where he promised easier way to do business between Soviet post-Soviet countries. With Russian instability, US sees Russia as threat somewhat to international order that they did not follow in regards to agreement between countries. Russian leaders, including President, doing their own mission and doing everything they can to bring country back to its healthy state, even though it might not follow some of the regulations that they should have. Russia on its way to recover though, thanks to rising oil production. The recovery is machinery in auto sectors. Also, weak ruble give some of the Russia power to do more exports. Putin has developed great military infrastructure. Some believe Russia still holds the largest nuclear and military power in the world. Due to the recent military acts in Ukraine, Russia and the whole world started to see Putin as the whole differently. Also, many countries started to worry about their own safety and military protection against any possible threat from Russian side or any possibly threat from different countries. Putin has always talked about power and military strength and how important it is to keep expanding and building greater military power. After talking to some people in Russia, they still believe their leader is great, and recent activity in Crimea and Ukraine that happened last year was the right thing to do to protect Russian population in Ukraine. Many people hate Putin and compare him to Hitler in the way he acts toward other countries, and maybe his view of the ruling country should be like. And I must say that I don't agree with his way of leadership, but over 100 million people in Russia do agree with him, and they still follow his order, so to speak. So I'm guessing he must have done something right for his country. I think Putin is successful leader mainly because he's consistent and president as a president and a person, and he's respected for that.